Just on 8:02 here on Manx Radio TT, live at the Sure Shop at the back of the Grandstand. Mr. Sherman, are you now open?
Yes, we are.
Top man, that's what we like to hear. He's now open and looking for a busy day of business, I'm sure. Oh, see the way.
Busy day of business, I'm sure. You're on it. I'm a bit concerned about Chris Kinley this morning because he's a bit chipper. It makes me nervous. You're chipper.
Like I said, wait till 1 o'clock when it totally drops, and that's the end of it. Stay away.
Oh,
James
dear
Cowton,
me.
Adam McLean and David Johnson a little bit later on in the show. But first of all, James Cowton has joined us, and I'm a bit concerned, James, that you have to put your own sugar in your tea.
Yeah, no, it's a bad do, really.
It is, yeah.
But, I've got 2 of them, so that'll do me.
And you've nicked your missus's cup, because yours got... Who broke your cup?
We were at a meeting at Donington a few years ago, and one of the marshals there came in to, I think, congratulate me and knock my cup off the side, so we won't knock him too much, but I have to deal with Chloe's now. So
Can you not just get another one, or are you that tight that you won't get another one?
well, it came in a batch, and I just never got around to getting any more.
Dear. And Adam McLean's here as well. Adam, welcome to the show. Second year at the TT, yeah, welcome.
Thank you very much. Second year at the TT, so yeah, third night of practice, just learn as much as we can and easing myself in. So no, I'm really enjoying it. The weather's nice, that helps.
It certainly does. And you two in the team with the McAdoo colours this year. I mean, it's that iconic colour scheme of the McAdoo bikes. No matter who's been riding for them over the years, everybody's so glad to see them back, aren't they? Well, I think they are really, and they're putting a full effort in again, because he kind of went away a little bit for a while, didn't he? But
Yeah.
Jason Winston have come back. So
Yeah, like last year, and obviously the first time back for a few years, and amazing how many people actually said to me, it's nice to see the colours back on the grid and all. So yeah, obviously, they do a good job, and now we add them on this year as well, which I think is a good thing for the team and myself and him and Adam as well. It's all everybody works together, and obviously we're doing a not too bad a job. So.
And when Kawasaki was signing you up, Adam, I noticed that they said that you were the most exciting Irish rider to come along in a long time. How does that make you feel?
Yes, it's nice to sort of be considered as one of the next up and coming riders. So no, it's definitely nice and enjoying it so far.
Good.
It certainly is, and he's doing quite well too. I mean, the start of the season's been okay.
Yeah.
Northwest 100 was pretty good as well. You're up at the sharp end in some of them races, young man.
Yeah, up at the sharp end, but just the Northwest, I hadn't much luck. But obviously I crashed in the Super Twin on Thursday qualifying, and then in the first 600 race were in the top 4 or 5, and had a mechanical failure, and then 2 mechanical failures on Saturday. So that's the way it goes. But the pace was there, so I still came away with a positive mindset.
Lots of people will be getting in touch while we're on here, actually, social media side. Christy, can you give us all the contact details, please?
Yeah, you can find us, as I said, we're streaming on Facebook Live, so we're getting some comments coming through on that. You can watch us, a little bit worrying, but you can watch us. Also, you can email studio@radiott.com. You can text us as well, 166 177, or if you're on a UK or further afield phone, you'll need the codes. That's 07624 166 177. And we are all over social media. You can tweet us on @Manx Radio TT, and yeah, that's pretty much it so far.
I see you've got some things. You're going to have to explain what's going on there, because I can see comments and things going on. So what's happening there?
This is flashing. This is how Facebook Live works, Chris.
Okay. Well, I obviously use
so
it,
I'm looking at us on Facebook Live, which is a bit weird.
Scary.
And people are commenting as they're coming up, so they're liking things and they're loving things and saying hello. We've got lots of hellos from all over the place, just saying hello, we're listening, hi. So if you've got any questions for James Cowton and Adam McLean here, you can comment on that, or as I said, you can tweet us as well.
Okay. All right. We're going to first off have a question for James. Just someone's messing me with a question for James. Coronation Street. What's all this about? Apparently you're a massive Coronation Street fan.
Well, it's somewhat different to bikes. When you go away from the bikes, you have to sort of take your mind away in a different place to, even give your mind a rest as well as your body from the ride and all. So, I mean, without thinking about it, you do it, and I don't mind to watch a Coronation Street now and again.
Do you really religiously watch it? Is it on every night still? I don't know. I don't watch any.
No, I don't watch it every night. If I'm at home and I won't not go out somewhere just to watch the thing. But but yeah, some things that exciting happen sometimes. But like train crashes and stuff.
You do know it's not real. You do know that. It's only
You
made up.
tell Chloe that when she starts crying at it.
Oh, see, now you're in trouble. You haven't been to the Coronation Street
I have
place,
not.
have you?
I'm not
No.
that much of a fanatic, no.
I think we should all club together and get you a ticket to
shall
go.
we?
I think we
Not as
should
bad
do-
as Neil anyway. He watches EastEnders and Coronation Street religiously.
No way, you're
yeah.
mechanic Neil.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
dear.
Calls himself a mechanic. I think he's an anorak.
Oh right, is that what it is?
You've obviously got a really good relationship with him, haven't you? I saw you posting about, was it his birthday the other day or something?
Yeah, it was his birthday.
You call him a brother from a different mother.
That's right. We've been, you know, well, he came to us when I did my first Manx Grand Prix year, you know, when I was a newcomer. And he actually turned up a couple of days late because he competes himself in flat tracking and he become British champion. You know, the day before he came on the boat to here, and then we won the newcomers that next week. So,
Brilliant.
you know, we've been together since then, which is 6-7 years ago, and yeah, you know, you end up together a lot and
Yeah.
know a lot about each other, and
And it's good crack as well, isn't it? You guys have.
yeah, it's absolutely, you know, mega. You just bounce off each other with everything, and you know, there's obviously the serious stuff as well. He's good at and can read what I try and come back and tell him.
He can read.
He can read what
Are you sure Neil can
he
read?
can read what I have to come back and say with suspension settings and all, so he can, you know, translate into what he's doing on the bike and all. So
Second year at the TT for you, Adam. 117 on the Super Twin last night. That's some pretty good going. Back to the Super Twin crash at the Northwest Run. There wasn't that much damage done to the bike then, was there? Or was it a bit second hand?
The bike, to be fair, was a bit second hand, but the lads worked really hard
did.
on Thursday during the day to get it ready for the race that night. So no, we come back from that, and then like last night, I was well pleased with the lap time, and the bike was going well. So it's nice to see things like that go, you know, happening, because there was a lot of effort put into building that bike over the winter. As I say, it's just Roy Hanna and then the young lad Samuel's come on board, and the pair of them work really hard at the bike. So no, it's nice to go well on it.
Roy's been around a while, hasn't he? So many riders have ridden for Roy Hanna over the years, and you know he's a two-stroke man originally. Which probably is still. We all love our two-strokes. I know James does as well. But that laps him in 100. What was it? 19 minutes 21.081. That's pretty good going. That's nearly getting up to the 600 pace you run last year as a newcomer, isn't it? At these sort of times, so that's a pretty good lap, and it felt good. The bike felt good, stable.
Yeah, everything felt stable, and bike felt good, and I felt good. So still my own head of loads of places where I can make up time, but I'm
Such
still
as
just especially like Ballagary, and you know, just the places it takes a bit of building up to around here.
Crosby.
Yeah. So no, just take my time, because I'm still relatively fresh around here, and places in the mountains still need to brush up on. But no, it'll come to me. So the weather's good, so hopefully we can get plenty of laps in the rest of the week.
Well, there's people have obviously got a lot of high hopes for you out here, and Gavin on our Facebook Live has just said, what do you think of the fact that John McGuinness said he thinks you're one of the best young talents about and have a great future ahead of you?
Aye, but flattering, if you like, for somebody of John's calibre to say that. So, you know, really nice. Just try and keep my feet in the ground and do my job and not get carried away too much.
Yeah.
124.5 for you on the Superstock last night, James. Happy with that? Get in there in the
no,
boat?
we did well. Yeah, we made a few changes, and I messed up in a few places, and it didn't quite 100% go to plan last night with both bikes. To be fair, we did 125 the night before on the big bike, which it was our first time out on it, so I was fairly happy with that. But then we wanted to change a few things, and sort of went the wrong way a little bit, so we came in after the first lap. That was a standing start, and we came in from after the first lap to do a few things, and then McGee decided to fall off on the second lap, so I had to fathom my way from Cronkivody straight at the crossroads all the way back here, and it was a bit of a nightmare, but luckily I came across a friendly face that I knew and pointed me in the right direction. So but yeah, it's okay for this time in the week, and we've got plenty of time to build up and more things to try tonight. So
this place kind of throws everything at you, doesn't it? I mean, it was at Brian McCormack's had a steering damper break, and he's had his brake master cylinder all fall off as well. This place finds things on bikes to fall off that if you just don't do something completely correct, it's all right, don't worry about that. I think they're sorting the bins out. It's all right, don't be panicking. And this place, if you don't, everything has to be 100% checked and then 100% checked again and then checked again,
Absolutely.
because this place will knock the teeth out of you, won't it?
Yeah, as you say, check and check again, and then it will still fall off. So it's there's so much vibration, and the length of time you're out there, and you're putting that much pressure through the bike, turning it through the corners and things, and there's obviously a lot of gear change in a lap, for example, on the gear lever. So it's just you want it to get all these problems ironed out before the race. So that is a good thing about a year. When the weather's good, you get plenty of practice to sort all these things. So.
What are these people saying on Facebook Live, Christy? Because I'm completely lost with all that.
Well, we're having some lovely messages, and everyone basically wishing you a whole lot of
Well,
luck.
give them a name check. We'd like to do
Yeah,
that,
we've got thanks very much to Michelle, who says, hi, James from a Driffield girl, all the best for the racing. Paul is asking Adam, will you try and get a ride for Skerries this year, as McAdoo don't race on a Sunday?
Oh, yes. They've changed the dates for Skerries, by the way. Friday, Saturday now. I've got the details on it, and I'll set it later. Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be quite nice if you can get a... You never... No, have you ever done Skerries? No?
No, I've never been. It's down south, Skerries.
It is,
isn't
yeah.
I've never been down
Great
there.
track.
The only ones I do is Cowton and Armoy, but we might do some more. We'll just sort of see how the year pans out and get the TT done and dusted and go from there, really. But our next one would probably be normally Southern 100 on the McAdoo bikes after TT, so.
Because you can't do Scarborough, can you? Cause that's
No, I have my own bikes for Scarborough.
You do your own ones, yeah, that's right.
Hopefully it'll be going ahead in a few weeks' time. So, I have my own bikes for that, which I'm looking forward to doing if it does go ahead. So.
Yeah, I know you were quite well at Scarborough last year. Some of the events I was at, really well.
Yeah, enjoy Scarborough at the sharp end. So I don't know what's happening this year. Just obviously I'm in the same boat as James with the McAdoo thing. So possibly be out in MSS performance bikes. So same as last year. So after the TT we'll have a regroup and see what the crack is.
If you're wondering what they're going on about, the McAdoo team, Winston and the family, very religious sort of thing, you're not allowed to ride their bikes on a Sunday.
I remember hearing something about that last year, actually, yeah.
Because there was a lot of times, sometimes, example, when Ryan was riding for them on, they'd have like the Formula 1 days it was then, if that was moved to Sunday, because we had rubbish weather, he couldn't ride it, So.
Like I missed the first Superbike race last year because of the weather job, but, we knew the crack before we start with the team, and, we can't knock what Winston and Jason do for us, everything else, so, I'm not complaining about the Sunday thing, it's just how it is, and we know where we stand. So.
Yeah, I've got a question for you actually, because I was watching a clip yesterday for that move you made on the Junipers at Chicane and the Northwest 200. That is absolutely crackers, because you sort of went, was it from third right through to first, and just on that chicane?
I was lining second coming into the chicane, and then Jeremy Williams decided that he could brake later than me, and then realised that he couldn't brake later than me. So then he had to run wide, and so I cut back and back underneath him, and then I think Joe must have missed a gear, and so then we capitalised on that one as well, and I sort of got enough in front of him to be able to tip into the exit of the chicane in front of him, and presto. But it looked a lot.
When you watch that back, do you not think, what was I thinking?
No, because
if you think about it, it's gone.
When you're there, at the time, anybody would have took that opportunity. It wasn't a shoulder banging move. It was just a gap opened up, and the cameras don't really do it. Yes, it looks good, but it wasn't quite as elaborate as
I watched it with my heart in my mouth. Honestly, I was just thinking, God, I don't know, because how do you balance that element of the risk along with that determination to just, obviously you want to be at the front, obviously you do, but there's a balance, isn't there?
Absolutely, yeah, and I think I'm one of the least risk takers. I would have said, really, I'd rather, sort of, such as, for example, at Scarborough, me and such as Ivan Linton ride around together a lot, and we're sort of quite courteous to each other, and that doesn't really do us any good when we're riding, against people we don't know, basically other meetings. So you just there is a balance, and you just got it's a fine line, when you're pushing at the front. Is as Adam knows, we battled bars around Scarborough and Cookstown all together, and you've got to have respect for each other, and we're on a road at the end of the day.
Just on 8:16, nearly 8:17 here on Manx Radio TT, live from the back of the Sure studio at the Grandstand. James Cowton and Adam McLean are our guests till 8:30, then David Johnson up after that. We'll take a short break.